All right, guys, so I am here with this dip, this delicious mix. Actually, I'm doing a mix between my daughter's Rotel dip and then my sister-in-law's taco dip. And this is going to be for our little Super Bowl party here at home. And so I'm going to, Jalen's for me was good, but it was too thick. It was a little too thick. And then I didn't use something that was in my sister-in-law's recipe either. I just mixed the two. So we are using today, and I don't have that right here on camera, but I'll show you in a second, 2 pounds of turkey meat. So that'll be 2 pounds of ground turkey. And then we have 2 of the diced tomatoes, and this is, Jalen usually uses 2 of these. And you all know I use store brands. I just use a mix of stuff. It does not matter. So I have the store brand of Kroger's, and then I have 1 Rotel. They're the same. Diced tomatoes with green chilies. And 2 traditional salsas. Mild. I like the mild. I don't like heat. I'm not a spicy girl, so my stuff is mild. And I have green chilies. Mild green chilies. 1/8 ounce of sharp cheddar cheese. You're supposed to use 16 ounces of Ragu, according to my sister-in-law's recipe. But I already had this here, so I wasn't going to buy anything else, which the cheeses are very similar. Hers is in a jar. It's Ragu cheese. But this is, you know, that like Velveta cheese, so I'm going to use that because I have it. And then I like a little extra juice in mine. I just didn't want it as thick. So I'm going to put a can of diced tomatoes in also. I'm using 3 cans of refried beans. My sister-in-law's recipe called for 5. But like I said, I don't want it as thick, so I'm using 3. And then, like hers has a good, both of them are a little thick. They're both delicious, but I just want mine a little looser. And then this is the cream cheese. 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Okay, I am going to go ahead and start with this and show you all how to make it. I apologize, you guys. I forgot to tell you 2 other ingredients. Taco seasoning, 2 packets of taco seasonings, and the recipe called for 2 stalks of green onion. I'm just going to use 1 stalk of green onion. And my addition is that I am using some cilantro in mine, a little bit of cilantro. You do not have to add this. This is not in either recipe. I just love cilantro. And I'll probably put that towards the end or the day of. Okay, so in a microwavable safe dish, you're going to put the 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese into 2 of these traditional salsas, 2 16 ounces of salsa. So that's what's in there. And I'm going to go ahead and add this 8-ounce bag of sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of gingerly mix it if I can. The block is still a little cold from the refrigerator. It was refrigerated. Didn't leave it out long enough, but can't do it with 2 hands because I'm holding the camera with 1. So I'm going to, off camera, just kind of mix this a little bit and then go ahead and microwave it until it's all blended. Probably, I would say it would take about 2 minutes. And I kind of mixed it up a little bit, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 minutes on. And I'll check it probably after a minute, minute and a half, just to see what it's doing. While that's going in the microwave, I'm going to go ahead and ground up these 2 packs of turkey rolls. So I'm making ground turkey. That's 2 packs. I got these from Aldi. So I'm going to ground them up like I said, and I'll show you what it's looking like in a second. I did not check after 1 minute. I let it go the full 2 minutes. So it is getting nice and gooey. It's very loose now, but of course not all blended. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up and put it in probably for another minute or so. I got it mixed up and I'm putting it back in. We'll try 1 minute 30 seconds. And this is after a minute and a half, and it's mixed up really good now. So I'm going to sit this aside while the ground turkey's getting ready. Okay, I'm going to get started on this cheese. I'm going to start slicing it up, and I am going to put it, I have a little less than 16 ounces. I don't want it the full 16 ounces. This Velveta type cheese is really thick, so this is probably like 12 ounces, or yeah, about 12 ounces or so. And the recipe calls for I think it's a 16 ounce of Ragu cheese in a jar. So I'm going to dice this up. I'm going to put it in here to melt it in the microwave because it takes a long time if I just put it in the meat. Okay, the meat is just about browned up. I've added the 2 packets of taco seasoning, and I'm putting like 1/4. I also did it with the other pack, but I like to rinse my packets out and get all my seasoning out. So I put a little water in each one and just, added it in here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish grinding this up. Let me get my Pampered Chef grinder, chopper rather. And this helps so much. So much. Got this from Pampered Chef, and I use this all the time. I had this for about probably 10 years now, and I love it. This and my garlic press. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go ahead and get this melted. I'm going to start this off with 1 minute. It's melting, but not quite there yet, so I'm going to do another minute and check it again. It's coming along. I kind of want to put a little milk in it just to soften it up, make it a little bit more liquidy. So I think I'm going to put like a tablespoon of milk in there and stir it up and put it back in for probably another minute. Okay, I put the milk in and it's going back in for another minute. Now, if you do buy the Ragu, the jar of Ragu cheese, then you will not have to do these steps. To the ground turkey, and you can do ground beef if you want, but to the ground turkey, I'm adding the mild green chilies. And now I'm going to alternate the cans of diced tomatoes and the refried beans. I had to get a bigger skillet, you all. Not double the size, but almost double. This was, last time I made a single batch, and I forgot that. So I'm making a double batch this time. I'm using the 2 pounds. Last time I made 1 pound. So I'm making 2 pounds this time. So get a big enough skillet to put your dip in. I just added the cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that up in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in the cream cheese, and salsa mixture. Now I just added the green onions. I'm going to stir this up. This pan barely holds this, you all. Barely. So you want to do this, and my sister-in-law did say put it in a crock pot. And in my crock pot, I have a small one, so I just did it in the skillet. But if you have a big crock pot, put it in a big crock pot and cook it like that. But this is how I did it, and it is coming out great. I know it's going to taste good because I've made it before like this, of course, just in not, I made a single batch. So I'm going to get this stirred up, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so here you go. As you can see, it's a little less in this one because I had to put it back, or put some of it back in the other skillet. So I have 2 big old full skillets of this dip. This is going to last forever, which is fine with us because it is so good just for a snack too. So this is part of our Super Bowl spread. The wings are already seasoned and put in the refrigerator. Now I have to find out what in the world I'm going to put this in to put in the refrigerator until Sunday, because it is Friday night. It is about 11:30 Friday night. And I'm going to get this in the refrigerator. I'm going to put more green onion in this. And then I'm going to come back with a bowl real quick and show you what it looks like in the bowl and with your tortilla chips. So hold on. And serve with any style tortilla chips you like, guys. And here it is. I am done. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is so good, so good, so good. On top I put some cilantro, and I did add in more green onion. And oh my goodness, you all have to make this. So we are having, for the Super Bowl party, some wings. We're gonna have this taco dip. We are having some sliders, a fruit salad, my chocolate chip cookies that I made, and probably a little ice cream and some good old Kool-Aid, good old red Kool-Aid. But yeah, if you make this, enjoy it. And let me know if you do.